Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. We have two options for you to pick: pile number 1 with the Heart Locket, and pile number 2 with the Tree of Life. Feel which one resonates with you, and go ahead and make your decision. We'll go ahead and get started with today's reading. What the universe wants you to hear. If you picked pile 1, this is your reading. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alright, for some of you, it looks like you may be coming out of a breakup or maybe just a toxic situation that you were in, maybe with a family member, maybe a job. For a lot of you, I'm getting that this is a breakup that happened. It looks like the situation that you were in has left you feeling really insecure. Maybe you've been trying to just put all of your energy into work and into hobbies, into other things to distract yourself from the situation you were in. I feel like maybe your life felt stable before. You were happy. You were, you felt like you had everything together, and then it just started falling apart. But now it looks like you're coming back to center, like you're starting to feel normal again after the situation that left you feeling insecure. You really did try to do your best to make mature decisions, even though you were feeling just really out of whack and really maybe some of you felt like you were going crazy, or that you're losing your mind, or that you felt really anxious. But now it feels like we're returning back to home. You've done a lot of meditation. For some of you who still feel like you're out of whack and that you just don't feel like yourself, the cards are also suggesting that hanging out with friends and loved ones, maybe returning home if you're away from loved ones, maybe taking vacation back to what's familiar to you, will help bring you back to center. It looks like you guys had to walk away from the situation that you were in because it was making you not feel like yourself. Maybe you felt like it was turning you into a person that you didn't want to be. So you had to say goodbye to the situation, and maybe you didn't really want to say goodbye. And it looks like for a lot of you too, it looks like you guys are still struggling with this returning back to feeling normal again. Maybe like one day you feel normal, the next day you feel out of whack, and you're really frustrated because you're putting all of this hard work into healing, into putting yourself in other situations that matter, really trying to take yourself out of this situation that didn't serve you any purpose. But the Ten of Swords here, it's saying that you are closer to the end than you think you are. You may still be experiencing a little bit of residual pain. It's because there's a part of you that hasn't let go of this situation that you were previously in, whether it's with a past relationship or a past situation. Maybe some of you guys moved home and you guys are still kind of lingering in the past. But it looks like you're really trying to fight change here too. There's transformation is trying to come your way, but you're kind of fighting it because you don't necessarily want to let go of the past yet, and that's what's causing you more pain. And for some of you, if you're stuck in this cycle of I'm trying to be better, I'm trying to do better, but you just can't figure out what it is that's going to make you feel better, the Four of Wands here is you need to start appreciating the smaller things in life. Start really celebrating small wins that you've accomplished. Like maybe you didn't cry as much one day. You got to really start thinking about those positive thoughts. That's really going to help you break away from this negative mindset that you're in, or not necessarily mindset here, because it looks like you're just trying to heal, but negativity keeps finding its way back to you. And you're like, what do I need to do? I've been meditating. The cards are suggesting just continue appreciating all the small wins that you've done, or all the small accomplishments, even if it's just going to work or saying hi to a stranger. Stuff like that is going to help you break away from this negative cycle. Here, let's go ahead and pull some oracles. See what other messages, what kind of insecurities that we're stuck on here, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like you lost a lot of confidence within yourself. Let's see what we got. some advice that we can share, or what does the universe want? Forever dependency. I build healthy foundations for myself and others. So I feel like maybe you thought the situation that you were in was going to last forever, and you're kind of heartbroken that it didn't last forever. And here we have the transformation card with the forever card. It looks like this situation wasn't healthy, you guys. Whatever it be, you were depending too much on this situation. You're depending on too much of the stability that you thought you had, and you didn't really build a strong foundation within yourself to feel secure if this situation were to end, which is why we're struggling to let go, because it felt like it was going to be forever here. So the cards are saying, you know, for future, really, the only person we can really depend on is ourselves, and to build a stronger foundation with our internal world in this returning back to center here. And it looks like we're really fighting this cycle and the Seven of Wands here. So it looks like there might have been some manipulation at play. Maybe that's why you felt so dependent here in this situation, because somebody presented themselves to you when they actually were not that great to begin with. And so maybe you're putting a little bit too much importance on the situation you were in, but just because of how secure it did feel. But this card here is saying that it was never actually secure. It was never actually a stable environment. This was just a front that this person or the situation was putting on, which is why it's hard to let go, because you are kind of stuck. You don't want to see the truth here in this situation. Yeah, Ten of Wands. So the cards are suggesting that it's your time. This time is your time to really, the cards are saying you need to gain independence. You need to gain this confidence back. Continue putting this hard work here, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. This is your turn to go on a journey of self-discovery, self-transformation, and to really figure out who you are. And this is going to be a lonely journey. You might be leaving a lot of things behind. Some of you, there might be a move to maybe move back in with parents, or just moving into or making decisions that just feel more familiar to you in order to really feel like, to really heal from this situation. And the situation seems to be almost over here, the Ten of Swords. Just once you continue letting go of whatever it is that you're clinging to, you will start to break away from this negative cycle. And you've got to take small steps here at the Four of Wands. We got to start appreciating the small things that have entered our life and continue to enter our life, and then bigger and better things will come along. But right now, the universe, the cards are suggesting that this time, what's next for you is just really adventuring by yourself, maybe taking yourself on dates, vacations, and really just focusing on rebuilding confidence. Because what happened here in the past was all like, it's not that it wasn't real, it just wasn't what you thought it was. But yeah. So for pile 1, that is your reading. Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know how that resonated with you. Tell me your situation that you were in, if you feel comfortable leaving that in the comments. I appreciate you for listening. Go ahead and follow along for more personal readings, or more. Alright, if you picked pile number 2, this is your reading. Remember to always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit of multiple messages here, so hear me out. It looks like, you know, the majority of you guys just left a situation. You're in this new era where you can see the possibility. We have the Three of Wands here twice on the board, and it looks like some of you, there might be an old lover coming back into your life, or the other part of this is what I'm getting is that new love is trying to come into your life, but you're kind of lingering still here in the past. But let's continue. So like I said, take what resonates, because this one I'm getting 2 different types of reading here, but generally it's all, the foundation of this reading is practically the same for both parties here, because it looks like, you know, you've been working hard for your future and everything, but you're starting to get really exhausted. You're starting to get really overwhelmed with life. For some of you, you might be in the dating scene and you've tried going on dates and you're just not really enjoying what's out there. You're kind of, maybe you're reminiscing in the past. You can't let go. You won't let new love in. And so you're kind of just you're really struggling here. And it looks like, you know, new love is trying to come in, but we're just too exhausted to want to put the work into this. And it looks like what could be possibly happening here is with this situation that has ended in your life, it looks like I'm really just getting that an old love is going to come in, and they're going to want a new opportunity with you. They've seen the errors of their ways. They've seen how they can fix and how they can achieve new goals with you for the future, but it is going to take a lot of hard work to really achieve these goals. And maybe we were overwhelmed in the past in this situation, and we didn't want to work on things because we thought maybe there is better out there. Well, you know, let's just end this situation. Let's go look to see if there's better people, or a better. I'm getting a really strong love reading for this. If this doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and click off the screen. But yeah, it looks like, you know, you guys were both, or it looks like who you might have been, or the other person might have been, just really exhausted from this situation, and they were looking outside the relationship for something else here. And then, you know, so you ended things, but they just can't commit to this change. They really want to start this new beginning with you, and they're willing to put the work into it this time, and they can see how they can put the work into it with this Three of Wands here. It looks like they tried going out there and discovering what is out there, and they really just they don't like it. They're frustrated. They don't like what they see. They don't want to change. They don't want to continue going on working with a future for somebody else. They'd rather come back to you and start a new beginning with you. And it looks like they're really willing to put the work into it. Let's see. Yeah, the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, so it looks like they're trusting their intuition. Maybe they want to reach out, but they're feeling like you're not ready for them to reach out because you're still in this exploration mode. You're still in this, like, you can see the possibilities for the future. You can see a better future, and you don't necessarily want this person back. So they're kind of just in the background, hanging out, trusting their intuition, knowing when to text, when to not text. For some of you, this could be a brand new person. You know, you went on this date and you can see a future with this new love. You might still be stuck in the past here. Maybe you're not willing to change certain habits, or you're not willing to change, or not willing to chase after this person because you're too overwhelmed with all the responsibilities you have in life. But it looks like this love is going to come into your life anyways, and you're going to have to figure out how to be creative with how you fit this person into your love life. And it looks like this person is going to be patient. They're going to trust their intuition. They're not going to be too pushy with you. And it looks like they're willing to put the hard work in, because with Three of Wands in both corners, it looks like both of you guys have the same ideas of what you guys want out of love and what you guys want out of life. And it's about just putting that hard work into it. Let's see what else there is. So it looks like there's a lot of success for this love, but it's just going to take a lot of work, and this work might overwhelm you. Maybe you're used to behaving one way, and that's why you don't want to change her with the Tower card. Let's see what we got. What else? Okay. All right, the Ten of Cups. So yeah, so it looks like there's going to be a lot of harmony. You guys are really going to be able to work through things together. I'm not getting too much of like a push-pull. I'm not getting too much of a fight here with this reading, whether this is a past that's coming in that you're allowing yourself to accept from a situation that ended, or if this is a new love. It looks like you guys are going to be able to work together in harmony. This is going to be... I'm getting there might be some differences here too between both personalities. With the imagery here on the lovers, we got a weird mermaid dude and a human gal, and then here we got this person. So it looks like you guys might be into different hobbies and different habits, but you guys are able to find a way to make this situation work. And this person is going to be in tune with you and your emotions, and they're going to know that you're overwhelmed. They're going to know when to really draw back on things. So yeah, so for pile number 2, it looks like new love is going to enter your way. But let's clarify this Tower, and this is why I think it's a past, like, because it's not a life-changing moment. This person has been in your life before. I'm getting this as a strong past lover, but it could be a new lover. Let's look. It's someone from the past, someone that you were for sure, you're like, I ended this with this person. I don't want anything to do with this person. I want to explore my opportunities, but maybe I'm just a little too overwhelmed with life, and I don't necessarily want to change yet. Oh, the Hangman. There's too many cards. Even though I do feel like those cards did fit the reading, but if those cards are meant to come out, they'll come out again. So let's see. The Six of Wands, yeah, so maybe like you're just really not wanting, because this is a social card, so it looks like you've really just been trying to like stay away from friends and kind of like hiding and stuff because you might be stuck in the past. Maybe moving on feels too hard, and that's, you're thinking about this. Could there be a new beginning with the person from the past, or could there be a new person from, like, how, because it looks like you're not really doing much because you're too overwhelmed with life, so you're staying indoors, but somehow love is coming to you. Even in this state of overwhelmness and this state of you working on your future, love is going to find you, and it's going to be a mutual type of love that you guys are both willing to put the work, the effort into, and you guys could look into the future and see what it is that what you guys want, and you guys are going to work in harmony to get there. So that's the pile. That's the reading I'm getting for pile number 2. Let's go ahead and do one oracle reading to see what it is that maybe we need to work on ourselves with this being overwhelmed with life and maybe stuck in the past or hiding from the future. What is it that we're stuck on emotionally that we can't let go of, or that we need to enter into our lives? Let's see. So it looks like we got transgenerational karma. So what I'm getting here is maybe that you have a lot of opinions from your family that is weighing you down. That's what's overwhelming you. You want to make your family proud. You have a lot to live up to, and maybe that's also what's making you kind of like stay away from them or not talk to them. Maybe you care about their opinions in this love situation, which is like you're trying to move on, but you're stuck in the past. Like you want to make your family proud. Ace of Wands say to follow your heart. Don't worry so much about family opinions. But yeah, pile 2, that is your reading. If that resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. Go ahead and follow for more readings. I appreciate everybody who likes this video. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope everybody has a